Hello and welcome back to another video. This video is why the cream shop needs to stop. And by that I mean they need to stop being so freaking good. I have gotten a lot of products in the last couple of days because everything that I've tried so far has been literally amazing. Today I will be reviewing and swatching the Fruity Smoothie 9-pan palette. It retailed for $14.49. The BT21 K-Pop Red Blush Stick, it retailed for $13.49. A clear lip liner in the shade That Works, it retailed for $4.99. And 3 permanent popsicle lip juice stains. The first one that I got was Eternally Grateful for $9.99 at CVS. And the other 2 that I got were the shades Strawberry Feels Forever and Peach Please, which retailed for $5.99 at TJMaxx. Those shades will be at the ending of the video because I already did this part of the video before getting those, so I'm not going to move the arrangements. Also, I will be reviewing this out of order because contrary to what I thought I was going to do, I'm going to be speaking about this palette for way longer than I expected. So even though I'm showing you everything about the palette first, I'll be talking about that last. So first, we're going to start with the very much non-essential, but very much wanted it product, which is the That Works lip pencil. It is a clear shade. I've always wanted a clear lip liner because number 1, it's universal, and number 2, I feel like sometimes you just need a good balm under something to make things smoothen out. So having it in a lip liner form is perfect because I can also pinpoint my edges, or I can fill in my entire lips. This is actually good. It's matte on the lips. In the swatch that I'll show you, it's quite like shiny, but it goes on matte on my lips and it doesn't make things feather, which is what it says. So yeah, not much to say about that. The next thing I'm reviewing is the BT21 blush stick in the shade K-Pop Red. That I actually really like. The only problem is that if you put on too much, it is quite aggressive. And also, it does not last on my oily skin. Even on the side where I did 1 dot and not 1 line, it did oil up, or I guess didn't stay as matte as it looked. You'll see it, it's coming up after all these swatches of the palette. But yeah, it's good, it's cute. Just use a very little bit because if you use too much, it looks a lot too much. The next thing that I'm reviewing is the permanent popsicle lip juice stain. As in the title of it, it is a lip juice stain. Your lips will look like you just ate an icy, and whether or not you want that, it depends. I really like the purple one. That was the first one that I got. You can see it swatch right there. It's very pigmented. Like once you put it on, that's where it's going to stain. Even if it's on for like 2 seconds, as soon as you go and wipe it off, it's there, which is a great thing in a stain, number 1. But it's a very bad thing if you want to blend it out, or if you want to use it as a blush, as it says that you can do. I have not tried it as a blush because I've tried it on my hand multiple times and it does not blend as quickly, or I don't blend as quickly as it needs to be blended out. If you can finesse the system, then I would say this would be a great blush because it's like super duper pigmented. But if you cannot, then I would not recommend using it as a blush because it takes a lot of quickness to actually blend this out and make it look good without it staining in the exact shape that you put it down. I have, like I said, this shade and 2 other ones. The other 2 will be swatched at the ending, and those are a pink and a red. The red is actually very pigmented, but if you blend it out or wash it off too early, it'll just look like a very vibrant pink, which most lip stains do, so it's not really that surprising. It's just disappointing that you actually have to let it dry the color that it is, because if you don't let it dry and you try to wipe it off quickly, then it will be pink instead of red. So that's the only downside to that. Now, onto the palette. On to the thing that I literally love right now, okay? I'm gonna go shade by shade because this is amazing actually. So first, the shade Rind. That's the first shade. It looks kind of atrocious on the swatches. I was kind of like, eh. The shade is all over my face right now. It's in the last look that I show at the ending, and it is a great highlighter, and it is very pretty when you diffuse it with a fluffy brush. Like, compared to actually packing it on like you would a normal shimmer, this actually works better the sheerer you put it on because it just gives you that like pearlized lit from within glow. The next shade is Strawberry. This I would say is like the weakest shade in the palette because it's the exact same type of texture as the Rind shade, but it's pink. So unless you really want some sheer pink on your eyes, it doesn't really do all that much, but it is the same type of shade as Rind. So if you want a pink pearly look, then it's good for that. The next shade is the shade Sherbet. That is the only glitter in the palette, and that is everything. Amazing, perfect. I've never seen it before. It literally has so many shifts in it. It's so duochromatic, but like it's a glitter. And it also doesn't need any adhesive, and it also doesn't get in my eyes. It's literally perfect, and this is the reason why I like glitter right now, this one shade. If I ever get another glitter palette from the cream shop, I will 100% use it all the time, because if it's like this glitter, then I need an entire palette of just their glitters. The next shade is the shade Mango. That's just like a light orange. It's fine. It looks kind of brown on me, a lightening shade. And the next shade is Pineapple. Pineapple is, again, just a very bright lightening shade. These can all be like built up to the color that you see in the pan, but generally they're all sheer, which I love because you can get the color that you want, but sheer. The next shade is Peach. This is actually a nice pinky peach color with some like glitter in it. It's like a matte with glitter, but the glitter isn't seen as much. It basically looks like a matte if you blend it out. And it's amazing. It's a nice blush and it's a nice eyeshadow. The next shade is the shade Kiwi. This is the only actual like shimmer in the palette. This is green, but it actually, when you sheer it out, it looks gold, and I love that for it. The only thing about it is that this is the only shade in the palette that actually crumbles, which is a problem because none of the other ones have any type of fallout, like even the glitter. So yeah, I have to work with this a little bit more, but it's a pretty color. It's just the only one with fallout. Drizzle is literally my skin color, and I love it for that because, as you can see at the ending of the video, it's under my eyes. My eyes just look a little bit more matte under there. I love it. And Watermelon is the shade, okay? It is the best shade. It's a nice blush shade. It's a nice eyeshadow shade. It is the shade, and it's the mattest matte in here. So yeah, it works for everything. It's very versatile, and I feel like that's the shade that I'm gonna hit pan on first. If not that one, the brown one. But yeah, now that brings us to the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you tried anything from the cream shop. Are you as excited as I am? Do you actually like them as much as I do right now? Oh my god, this is so exciting. Like, I genuinely have never found a brand that like caters to everything I've ever wanted. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good jazz, and I will see you in another video. Bye.